Hello everyone, I'm Saurabh Bharti and you are watching BeamHub channel, and this is going to be our fourth video in beginner series. So today we are going to see few more things like curtain walls and stair, railing and all those stuff. So let's get started. So here we are on our old page, the front page of Revit, and here we will click on new and open our architectural metric template. Okay, so this is our label 1. Okay, so here we are going to see, first of all, let's get started with ceiling. Okay, so if you want to draw ceiling, what you have to do is like first of all you need some walls here to draw some ceiling. So I'm just drawing a random wall. Okay, something like this. So if I click on ceiling, now you can see we have two options. One is like automatic ceiling, one is like sketch ceiling. Okay, so right now as you can see here, this is our wall. So either you can just keep it the way it has come out, or otherwise you can just select it and keep it to constrain it to level 2 like this. Okay, so now I'm in level 1, and here if I click on ceiling, and here we have two options, that is automatic ceiling and sketch ceiling. So we will see one by one both of them. So let me just make a copy of it. So I'm just making a copy of this with the help of control button. So yeah, the shortcut to copy anything is like you just select anything that you want to copy, then just press the control button and then left click your mouse and move it wherever you want to copy it. So this is how you can easily copy whatever stuff you want to copy on your screen in Revit. Okay, so we have like four parts here, as you can see. Okay, so here we want to add ceiling, so let's just add that ceiling. Here is our ceiling option, and here first of all let's just add an automatic ceiling. So as I have selected the automatic ceiling, and now you can see here it is showing a red line over our walls. Okay, so if I just left click over here, so this is gonna make our ceiling at height of 2600 mm. As you can see, the offset height here it is provided as 2600 mm. You can change it, so let's get with the default and then we will change it. So here it is at 2600. Now you can see none of the element is visible in this view, but if you go to the 3D view, now you can see there's a ceiling that has been made in Revit, and if you want to see it clearly, you can just change the consistency of the color from realistic or otherwise any other color, or even you can provide it with some material. Okay, so now you can see the ceiling is added here. So if you want to change the offset of the ceiling, I will again go to level 1. So ceiling on this floor is already done. And remember, why we are not able to see the ceiling is because our view range is now currently at 1200 millimeter. Okay, so here if I just go to uh, view range, here you can see the cut plane is like 2600 millimeter. Okay, and if you really want to see the ceiling that it is there, then what you can use is like you can just go to the view. Here you have an option that is plan view, and in plan view you will get an option of plan region. Okay, so if you use this and make a rectangle, so I'm just making a rectangle for half of it. Okay, not full of it, just for half of it. Press OK. Okay, and now as you can see, if I click over here the rectangle that I have made for the plan region, so here I will get an option of view range. Okay, and in this view range, now you can see we have that same option that I showed to you, that is like cut plane at 1200 mm. So instead of 1200 mm, if you remember, our offset for the cut plane should be like 2600 mm, maybe, I'm not sure about it. Okay, it is showing as our top plane is less than the cut plane. So here our top plane should be at like 3000 right now, and then we can keep our cut plane at 2600 mm and press OK. Okay, let's just see if it is visible. Why is it not visible actually? Okay, let me just select the ceiling first and apply some material to it, because it is not tightly visible. So let me just add something. So I'm just selecting that ceiling, editing it, going to edit structure. Then here I'm just selecting the structure here, gypsum wall board, and here I'm just providing it with some pattern. Okay, so that it would be visible to us. So I'm just providing it with this pattern everywhere. Okay, and let's just give it a different color like blue. That's it. Apply. Okay, okay, okay. And now if I see it in like realistic wise, okay, the thing is I have to go here again, again, and use render appearance is fine. So inconsistent color, yeah, this is that color that we are seeing right now. Let me just change it to the blue. And here if I put consistent color, why the color of it has not changed? I think the underneath color would have changed. Okay, so the thing is like gypsum is on the inner side and outer side is like metal stud, and that is why that blue color is not visible to us. So if you want to see the blue color on the outside also, let me just select it and change the color of this. So here it has like two layers right now. So I will just change the top layer. So here I'm just going to provide it with random sign and random color. So this is the blue. Okay, okay, and now I think it would be visible. So as you can see, this is visible here. If I go to the plan view, and here our view range is 2600, let me just go to like 2700 and let's see if I can see that. Yeah, so as you can see, our ceiling starts at 2600 mm. Okay, so if I just make it something like this, so this is what I wanted to do earlier actually. So as you can see the view range here, so our ceiling would only be visible if our view range is whatever we see in the view range. So if I can just show you here, if I go to north view, okay, and in north view I'm just deleting one of the walls. Yeah, here is our ceiling, and if I draw a line or a level here, so I'm just drawing a line for now. So as you can see, earlier we what was visible to us is this level. Okay, this is because of the view range. Okay, if I add a window here in this area, if I can just add it from this part, um, window. Okay, let's just add a window and keep this window whatever the size of it, and seal height, let's keep at 0. Okay, so now if you go to west view, okay, we are in the north view actually. Here you can see this window, but if you go to the floor plan, okay, the window is visible in all the plans actually. I just forgot that. In that case, let me just reduce the size of this window. Yeah, now you can see there's no window visible, but there is a window. So I've just used a small window actually. And if you go to the north view, now you can see your window is here and your ceiling is here. But in plans, you can just see the ceiling here, but you can't see the window. Okay, so why we are not able to see the window here? It is because of the view range that we have here. So the default view range that Revit provide us is like 1200 mm. So it makes a cut somewhere over here. Okay, that is at this place right now, and we have the window right now at like just a second, let me just make a window somewhere over here. Okay, so now I have changed the view range, like half of the view range of this plan from this side. Let me just make a copy of this on the other side so that I can make you understand of this thing. So I'm just making one more DL and then 2700 and this. Okay, now you can see I have just placed a window here. This is our ceiling and this is our view range, what we can see. So earlier what was visible to us, that 1200 mm over this part, if I just copy the same thing over this part. Okay, now you will see, you can see one of the window in the plan and you would not be able to see the other window like this. You can see this is here, the window. If you just increase the view range here like this, now you can see, okay, all the ceiling actually. So how to make it understandable? Okay, let's just see it, and let's just open our view range, view range. So view range is only applicable in this view, uh, view range. Okay, so look, here you can see this screen. Here it is like visible to us, like here it is the top, then cut, and then bottom. Okay, so for the top, as you can see, the primary top range here, so whatever we provide it on the top here, that is like whatever level we provide here, that would be seen in the floor plan. Okay, Rutuja. Yeah. Yeah, look, this number one, what we have is like top plan here, so this would be the top in the floor plan that we can see here. Okay, so this is from the top, and then there would be the cut plane that we have it here, like the floor plan that we make is the cut plane. And it's a little bit harder for me to make you understand this thing actually, or to explain this. Okay, just consider like this is a ceiling. This is now at 2600. Okay, so in plan view we cannot see 2600 because it is visible till only 2600, 1200 mm. Okay, so if we copy this same view range from here to here, now you will see that this wall, if I just reduce the size of it to like unconnected height, and I will keep it at 1200 mm. Is it still visible? Where is that wall? Okay, maybe the walls are visible. If
Elevation में दिखेंगे ना वो?
Yeah, in elevation you can see it, but just for the
plan में elevation lines की तरह दिखेंगे, इसलिए दिख रहे हैं ना वो?
yes, the thing is like just consider when you are taking a plan or making a new plan. Okay, so this is the area that you are seeing. Okay, this is the cut plane area when you are making a floor plan. This is the cut plane area, and we have to change it to this one. Like when you have to see the ceiling, you can just keep the ceiling the view range over the top of this plane. Okay, so if I just reduce it to like if it is right now 2500 mm, just this is just for the reference, this is 2400 mm. Okay, so if in the view range here, in the view range, if I give it then size of like height offset of 2400 mm and press OK, now you will see that ceiling is gone. Why? Because in the elevation view here in the north, as you can see, this is where the cut plane is taking place, and the ceiling is not coming underneath that cut plane. Okay, so if you want to like see it, you have to increase the view range here. Okay, so to increase the view range, we are using the plan range here. You can even do it directly from this part, that is the view range. Where is that view range? View range directly from here, but it will change for all the plans. If I do it here as 2600 and top would be like 3000, so now you will see that where is that, why is it not applying?
Particular एक plan के लिए change करना हो तो कैसे करूँ?
If you are doing it for one plan, then you can just use the plan region here, like just go to the view, then plan region here in the plan views, plan region, and then just make a line where you want to show that single portion or whatever portion, like in this full part. Press OK, then you will get this dotted line on the outer side. Just click on it and you will get a new view range. Here you can just give the range that you want, so 3000 and 2600 or 2700, 2700 right now. Okay, so if I just copy this same ceiling over here like this, right now you cannot see it, but if I increase the view range from here, like where is that view range again? Here, so here top is like 3000 and cut plane is at 2700 mm. Press OK. Now you can see the same ceiling is being shown, but if I reduce the view range from this part, where is that again? VR is the shortcut for view range. So here if I just reduce it, even if I reduce it to like 2500 mm, okay, now you can see that's gone. So we will look into depth about this view range also, but for now this is just enough. Okay, so we are looking into the ceiling right now. So this was the automatic ceiling. After this we are gonna see the sketch ceiling. So in sketch ceiling, now you can see there's two walls. Okay, so here automatic ceiling, if you try like automatic ceiling, now you can see you are getting this whole part as a ceiling. Okay, and I just want to make this ceiling on the interior part, like till this part only, as you can see here. So here I can just use the sketch ceiling option. So I will go to the ceiling, and then I will go to the sketch ceiling. Here I will use the rectangle, and then you can just draw the whatever type of rectangle you want on the inner side. Okay, so this is what I want right now, and that's the ceiling. If you go to 3D view, you will see that ceiling is present here. So the ceiling that we had earlier, we just copied that. That is the reason it is here, and now you can just keep this till the ceiling. Okay, or either you can just make it to the level 2 for now. Yeah, so that's the ceiling, that's the sketch ceiling and the normal ceiling. Okay, and you can also change the type of ceiling. So we have like 2 to 4 type of ceiling right now. Okay, so here if I change it to the grid, and if you provide it with a define or fine grid lines, maybe some details would be shown to you, maybe not. Okay, let's see if it is visible. Okay, I think there's no detail, but if you want to provide some kind of detail in this, you can just go to like edit type and edit, and here like 12. Okay, here as you can see from the inner side, it would be visible to you. So as you can see here, so if you just change the type of ceiling, like here we have the grid of 600 by 1200 and 600 by 600. Okay, so the one that we have, this grid, that is 600 by 1200, and this is like 600 by 600. Okay, so this is how you can change the ceiling. You can, okay, look, you can just make any ceiling first, just make it. Okay, and then just select the type of the ceiling that you want to provide. Like we have already have like 3 option here. That is one is the plain ceiling, another is like 600 by 1200 grid, and another is like 600 by 600 grid. Okay, so the way we change like the walls, like you can just select the wall and change it any other wall. Okay, so in the same way you can change your ceiling also. So I'm just selecting this ceiling, and now you can just change it like from 600 to 1200. Okay, then you can also make your own ceiling. So I'm just gonna make an editing here. So instead of yes, pattern है क्या वो 600 yeah, by that's just a pattern. Yeah, so here actually we can just change that pattern. In case you want to change that pattern, you can just go to like this finish here, that is ceiling tile 600 by 1200. You can just go over here, and then as you can see here, pattern is provided at 6 by 1200. So you can use any of this pattern. For example, I'm using this wall board wide type of pattern. Okay, this is something like bricks here. So if I use that and press OK and OK, and now if you see, here is a different kind of ceiling pattern. Okay, so for this, I've just selected the ceiling, gone to edit type, clicked on structure, edit, the finished layer, whatever is this finished layer is. Now here in the foreground, you can just change the pattern of like whatever you want. Okay, you can even change the patterns from here. So if you go for the model pattern, its size would remain same, but if you use the drafting pattern, it will change with the scale of your drawing. Okay, so in case I am going with like masonry here, or like let's go with 1.5 mm. Okay, it's a drafting. Okay, remember that it's a drafting. And if I click OK, OK, and OK, OK, so now you can see these lines, these are like very large, but if you change it from here, now you will see what if we are changing the scale, it is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. That is why they change हो रही है because of like we are changing the scale. Here we are using the like ये पूरे प्रोजेक्ट का स्केल चेंज स्केल चेंज कर रही है. So but in case like we want a fixed type of ceiling there, like whatever we have selected, that should be shown in your drawing. So here instead of drafting, you have to always use model. Remember that. Okay, now I'm using this 100 horizontal line. Okay, and now if I click OK here, now you can see 100 horizontal line. But now if I just change my scale, now you will see it is not gonna affect our drawings. Okay, it is gonna remain constant. That is why we use model instead of drafting in the surface pattern. Okay, so this is our ceiling. Then we can also model our ceiling with the help of model in place. Okay, so here like if I use the model in place, it is gonna take you a long time to understand that, because in model in place there are many options from which you can make the drawings. but just let me just make it one ceiling for you. Okay, so here as you can see, I'm just going to click on component and model in place, and here I will just select any category that you want. So for example, I want a ceiling, so here I can just select the ceiling. This doesn't matter, you can select anything, but we have that option as a ceiling, so let's just select that. Press OK. Now you can see here it is asking for the ceiling name, so I'm just selecting ceiling one and OK. So as you remember, we made a 2D drawing there last time.
Huh?
It is something like that, but here we have to make a closed loop. Okay, so as you just click on that part, now you will get something like this type of option: extrusion, blend, revolve, sweep, blend, void form. Okay, so right now let's use extrusion. Okay, so I'm just using this extrusion, and then after using extrusion, you have to set a plane like where you want to make that ceiling or whatever the element that you want. Okay, so I'm just I will just select this set plane, pick a plane, and then press OK. Okay, now it will ask you to select a plane. So this is the plane that I want to select. This is the plane that I want to work. Here I want to make the ceiling. So I will just select that plane. Okay, like this. And
Wait,
now, yeah. Uh,
I lost.
okay. Uh, uh, did you get it, or like should I start it once again? This one, extrusion part.
नहीं पार्ट बताओ वो पार्ट.
Look here, go to architecture, go to component, and then model in place.
Okay, not in place. Okay.
Here you can just select any type of category that you want, but ceiling, we are working with ceiling, so let's just select that ceiling. Okay, and okay, done. And here we are gonna use the extrusion.
Ceiling.
Okay, here as you can see in create panel, you will get this extrusion button.
हाँ.
Click on that,
हाँ.
then set a plane. Set here.
तो
After
ऐसा कुछ
clicking on
आ नहीं रहा.
extrusion, after clicking on, look here, I'm just cutting it out, getting in extrusion once again. Here, as soon as I click on extrusion, you will get this set button here. Click on that set and then click on pick up
Okay, हाँ.
plane.
Sit and pick a plane.
Yeah,
Okay, हाँ. Then.
and then
Okay.
select the plane where you want to make that ceiling. So I'm just going to select this inner part of this wall. So I will just left click there and done. It's a plane, and if you want to see that plane is set, you can just click here on the show. So now you can see that blue line. So it is showing that that is your plane where you can make anything that you want. Okay,
आ नहीं दिखाई नहीं दे रहा बट वो.
it's not working. Have you set the plane? You can again set a plane if in case that has not been selected. Select a plane and you can just change the plane like this. Click on show, and then set a plane, pick a plane, and pick any plane that you want. Did it work? Did it work? Did it work for you? Otherwise, you can just share your screen.
मतलब वर्क किया. रुको दिखाती हूँ क्या हुआ.
Okay, just show it to me.
सीलिंग कर रहे हैं ना तो ये ऐसे क्यों आ रहा है.
Uh, okay, look here, select, click on set plane. Okay, you have selected the wrong plane actually. Select this. Okay, let me just request control here. Look here, I'm going to click on set plane here. Okay, and then it will ask you like pick a plane. So you have selected like level 0, that is why it is selecting that part. But here, if you click on pick a plane and press OK, press OK, like yeah. Now you can just select a plane like I want this plane. Okay, so just select this wall plane because I don't know why I'm not able to select it. Yeah, here as you can see that blue line is coming. Set that as a plane. Again, just a second. Set, pick a plane. Okay, and then pick the inner plane here. So right now you are in level 2. Can you see that blue line that is coming on the outer side
हाँ.
of the walls? Now you can
हाँ
see
हाँ
that plane is set. Okay, so let me just share my screen because it would be harder for me to work on your screen like this. So I'm just stopping it and I'm sharing my own screen. Okay, now you can see this is how you're gonna get it. After that, set plane. Now you can go to like any view. So here I am going to like left view, like here I'm going to draw that ceiling. Okay, and I want that ceiling to be a curvature, and that curvature would be like something like this. Okay.
प्लेन क्यों सेट किया है समझ में नहीं आया मुझे.
Plane is set so that here from where you want to start the drawing of it. Like if I set up, if you don't set a plane in case, like here, like I'm going to, don't remove that set plane for now. I'm just showing you what will happen if you do not do that set plane option here. So if I just start drawing here, like from left, so it doesn't know like where I'm going to draw. Can you see? Here it is showing as like you don't have a plane to like start drawing. So if I just try to draw it here, it will give me an error, or like the way I want it would not be drawn. Okay. But if you set a plane like this, pick a plane and then I set this as a plane. Okay. Set, pick a plane and this as a plane. I have set it. Now if I go to left view, now you can see I can draw over here whatever type of ceiling, whatever I want here. Okay, so I'm just drawing a curvature here like this, and then what I will do is like I will offset it with 20 mm, like this 20 mm. Okay, this in offset you always remember to make a copy of it, so I'm making it 100 mm so that it would be a bit thicker like this. Okay, if you try to finish it, it will give you an error that the line is like not in a closed loop, so you have to make it as a closed loop like this. Okay, just trim this part and this part, then again use the lines, select like this, and then just trim this part and this part. Done. Okay, now you can see that the plane where we have selected it, now it has made a line there. Okay, a closed loop line. So here single line would not work, we have to use the closed loop line, and then I have to finish it. After finishing it, now you will see you are getting this option, something like this. Can you see? So now you have like a curved ceiling here. So either you can use this or you can just click on it like the one we had yesterday in the roof. Here you can start and end the extrusion end. So start is basically 0 from where our extrusion has started. So this is our plane where it has started and ended at 250 mm. But we want it like let's go for 2000 millimeter for now. So now you can see at 2000 millimeter this would be something like this. At 10,000 millimeter it would be something like this. Okay, so you can use the number to make it like this. Okay,
ऑफसेट 150 का मतलब उसका थिकनेस आएगा ना रूफ का.
yeah, that's the thickness, whatever offset that you provide. And remember, try to make it on the inner side so that it is not coming on the outside. Let me do that actually, because uh,
Yeah, I did similar.
so if I go to like left, and I try to select that ceiling here like this and edit extrusion. So remember to make it only till the wall so that it doesn't come outside. So how to see the thickness of wall? You can always go to wireframe and now you can see the thickness of this wall and that wall. Okay, so this is the thickness of the wall.
बोथ साइड वो फिलेट यूज करना पड़ेगा ना.
Either you can use the fillet or you can just use the liner if you have provided the offset. You can just use the line to make it clear and then just trim it. Like here it was something like this when I drew it. So it was something like this. So what I've done is like I've just created a line down till here. Okay, and then TR is the shortcut for the trim. Okay, then I will trim this part. Sorry, I will just trim this part and I will keep it on the upper side. So whatever below this would be deleted, and then just finish it. And if you go to 3D view, now you can see you have a perfect ceiling there. Okay, that's a curved type of ceiling. Okay, so we are gonna look into the this part actually
नहीं
the
आया मेरा.
uh, okay, just share your screen. Let me also request the control if I can. Yes, request control. Okay, now you can see your ceiling is present here. You can just click on it, and after clicking on it you will get that edit profile button. uh, Let me just
इधर ही
Where
है क्या?
where is that ceiling? Is it moving?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, just a second. Let me just select it. Okay, you will get the modify option, that is edit. Here you have to actually click on edit family. Okay,
Hmm.
and then you can click on it. Now you will get this option like I want to increase it to 10,000 or 1,000, whatever is the
Okay.
size of it. Okay, like this, and otherwise you can just select this arrows, move it like this. Now you can see you have your ceiling. So try to make it like on the inner side of it and till the wall, and that's your ceiling, and that's done.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you have to click on
Oh,
finish model always. Okay,
yeah.
so that's the curve ceiling. There are many more ceiling that we can create with the help of curtain walls and curtain roof actually. So we are going to see that later on, like how to use those things. So let's just delete this for all for now. Okay, and then after this the ceiling part is done for now. Let's go for stair or curtain walls. Let's go for curtain walls now.
Okay.
So in curtain walls, here you have to select wall first. Okay, and if you want to make curtain wall, you have to go below this part. Now you can see there would be three walls, that is
अभी
curtain wall,
अगर
exterior
अंदर
glazing,
अंदर
and storefront.
मिनट
Okay,
हेलो
yes.
अभी अगर हमें ये ऊपर वाली मेरी मुझे वॉल कट करनी है लाइक तो
Mm,
अटैच करना पड़ेगा ना वो दोनों सरफेसेस
yes, you can just attach it with that one, but remember, if you are trying to attach it, you always have to remember that your ceiling should surpass that wall, then only it will happen. Like if you just share your screen, I will just show it to you.
ओके
Just share it.
या
Mm, okay, let's see. Uh, Request control request. Okay. Now, if you are trying to like attach this part, this is never gonna be attached until and unless you make it on par of it, like that ceiling. If you have to attach it,
इंटरसेक्ट
yeah, it should be on par of it, like it should be on the outer side. Okay, then only that
ओके
wall will go inside this part. Like
ओके
look, you have to why I'm not able to select this family actually.
your mouse is not moving here actually
Okay, I'm not
request
able.
again
Okay, look, let me just show it to you on my screen because that would be easier.
okay
uh, let's take an example of roof. So I'm just making a wall here. Okay, I'm just drawing a normal roof here, roof by footprint. Okay, this is same case for the ceiling. So
okay
here I have made it something like this. Okay, so let me just make it, either you can just make it on the outer side or you can just keep it till here like this. Okay, so this is what I was saying. So if you go to like 3D view, now you can see that. Okay, let me just, okay, let's just keep it the way it is. So as you can see, this three walls, okay, this is attached to the top, but one side, if I try to attach it and attach it with this one, it will not attach. Why it is not attaching? Because this roof is not surpassing this wall. Okay, so if you go to level 1 or level 2 directly, here you are seeing the roof, and you can see here there's a gap between the wall and the roof. Okay, so you at least have to cover that wall till here with the roof or the ceiling, then finish it. And now if you have like this wall, I'm just taking its profile to the upside, yeah, or I can just detach it from here. So now you can see this wall is coming outside, but it is underneath this roof, so I can just select this wall and attach it with this roof. Select this wall, attach top base, and then attach it with this roof. Now you can see this is attached, but in case it is a little bit on the inner side, something like this is just half away of that wall, so a layer of the wall would come up like this. In this case, now you can see that half layer that we left over here. Okay, can you see this half layer?
yeah
This is underneath that roof, but the half layer that is not covered by that roof is coming outside. So you always have to remember that you have to make a roof or a ceiling that is like exactly on the point or like on par with the walls, so that it can attach with the roof. Okay,
Yeah.
clear? Okay.
Yeah.
After this, let's go to curtain wall. So I'm going to take a wall. Here we have three types of curtain wall. One is like clear glazing, another is like exterior glazing,
अटैच
and
ही नहीं हो रहा लेकिन अभी भी.
uh, okay, actually it is not attaching because we have made it with the help of generic model. If there was a roof, it would have attached to that, or if there was the real ceiling, it would have attached to that actually. But the
Okay.
thing is, like we have made it with the help of model in place. So now what you can do use is like what you say, use the size of that wall to reduce it, like unconnected height, that remember,
Hmm.
like unconnected height, or you can just use this arrow to move it down like this for that wall. Okay,
And what
so
about the side walls? I want to cut it. So,
which one, side walls?
like जहाँ जिस साइड कर्व लिया है उसको
uh,
परपेंडिकुलर वॉल्स होंगी ना उस साइड की वॉल्स.
uh, if you want to cut that, like okay, then here just show me your screen. I will okay, let me just show you how you can make a cut. Like I told you on the first day, like here, this is how you can do it. Like I'm just taking a wall here. So in some case that wall is like we just want this wall to the level 2, and let's assume that there's a ceiling here, like this, ceiling, yeah. Or let's just assume something else here right now, like roof by extrusion. Let me just make it to by extrusion. So here it is, roof by extrusion, and pick a plane. So yeah, at level 2 I just want this, this, and this. Okay, now you can see I have just made that type of ceiling using roof. Okay, so I can just use it like 125 here. Now you want it to attach to that one, but here in case your attach button is not working, on my case it will work right now. But just assume that on the other side we don't have that option. So what we are gonna do is like I will just select that wall. Okay, I will go to edit profile, and in edit profile now I will just use the pick lines, and wherever I want to keep that wall, I will just draw a line there and just trim the wall profile here like this. And then now you can see we have the same type of cut here, and we can even use the wall profile here to make a cut inside the wall like this, like the circular part, if you remember. Yeah,
Yeah. Done.
okay, that's easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how you can just attach or like make it the way you want. Okay, and after this we were on curtain panels right now. So I will go to the wall. Here you can see there are three types of curtain panel. One is this, that is that has nothing in it, and the other is like exterior glazing, it has some grid lines in it, and then the one that we have with stove front. Okay, so now let's see the difference in all these three types of curtain wall. So first of all, just see, this is our curtain wall. Okay,
Hmm.
that's the normal curtain wall. Then here you can see there's an exterior glazing. Okay, here we have some linings here, that is the grid that has been cut out of this uh, curtain glass only. Okay, and then we have a storefront in which we have this grids, but like attached mullion to it. Okay, so now we have this just assume that we want to make a window somewhere, a large type of window in a wall like this. I'm just making a wall here, this wall, and here I want to place a curtain panel like this. uh, so I just want to make a curtain panel in this one, or okay, let's see first how we can change this panels first, and then we will see how to use it in our project. So let's just assume this is our cutting panel, and I want to cut some grid, something like this. Okay, so as you have seen, like in glass panel there are always some cuts in between. So if you want to provide that cut, here you can use cut in grid. Okay, and then if you use this cut in grid, now you can see there are like all segment, one segment, and except segment. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting some poor network quality notification here. So as I have selected here the cut and grid, now in cut and grid, if you click on modify, now you will get this all segment option. So if I try to make a cut and grid here, like at this part, now I can see I can just make the cut and grid wherever I want. Okay, this is for the all segment. Like here you can see the cut, like this is making in all the grid, like wherever that grid is. Now this is cut in, like this cut and wall is divided in pieces like this, so you can use tab key to select those pieces. Okay,
Mm.
then again I will go to the cut and grid. Here you have one segment option, so if you select this one segment instead of all segment, now you can see you can only make a cut on one segment of it, like either you can make it on the inner side, either you can make it on the outer side. So let's just make one grid on the inner side, one grid on the outer side, like this. Okay, now you can see.
Mm.
So here we have some like privilege if we are using just a clean curtain wall, so we can just make those grid lines by our own choice. After making this, we need something that can hold it. Okay, so those are like mullions. So if you want to add mullions, you can just click on mullions, and here in mullions you will get okay, and before that there's one more option in the same segment actually. So let's just go to this segment cutting grid once again, and there's one more option, that is all except picked. So in this case what is going to happen is, like I'm clicking on this all except picked, so it will make a whole segment here, like this full segment, and then it is gonna ask you, this is red. Okay, so this is gonna ask you where you don't want that segment. Just click your mouse there, like if I just click it once again, so here you can see here it is making all the segments, and I don't want that segment to be in the middle, so I will just click here, and now you can see that will be removed. So if I get out of it, there would be just the segment on both the side but not in the middle. Okay, so this
अभी
is
वो अभी अभी ये वाला फिर से
okay.
प्लीज सॉरी.
Okay, look, if we click okay, let me just divide it into more segments, like cut in grid. Let me just make one segment in the middle. Okay, now you can see if I use cut in grid, and here I use all except picked. Okay, this option.
हम्म.
So
ओके
first
हाँ
of all,
समझी.
it is gonna make you a full segment here, full cut, like this. Okay,
हम्म.
and then it will ask you to pick the lines that you don't want to keep in this whole panel. So I don't want to keep this line only. Okay, so
हम्म.
if you click there and then click outside, uh, or you where is that, if you just picked it like this, where is that cut in grid, all except picked. So I'm just making a grid and then selecting the grid where I don't want. So I don't want this to this place. Okay, so I will just select it like this, and then press escape button. Now you can see the grid has been made on this three panels and not in the middle.
या.
Okay, okay, that's it. After this we have mullions, this one. So
या.
here in mullions, okay, the mullions are the one that is provided on the outer side. Okay,
हम्म.
okay, so here in the mullions you can see the grid line option. That's the one, like if you whatever the grid line is, it will make mullion on that full grid line. So I'm just selecting the outer side, so you can see the mullion here. You can even change that mullion, like while making it. So like MU is the shortcut. Maybe it would not work for you, the MU shortcut. So you can just click on mullion, then click a grid line. Here you can see the types of mullion. Okay, you can even make the mullion family and then use it. Just a second. Yeah, so here if I use this mullion, and instead of like 50 mm or this 50 by 150, I'm going to use like 25 mm mullion. So you can see the mullion on this side is circular and is a bit different than on the top. Okay, that is like grid line. Then we have like grid line segment. It is gonna work same as the one we used before this, like one segment at a time. So wherever I will click it, wherever that segment ends, it will just create a mullion there, like this. Okay.
Yeah.
Then, and the last we have like all grid segments. So if you select this and pick this curtain wall, it will make mullion all over the place at once. In this one also, you can just click it and make it all over this place. So now you will think like, if we have this option, why we are provided with the other types of panels? So this is like making a short term, like how we say, like if you want to make something of a equal size and want to make it like equal size and make it fast, so that is why we have the different options. So here it is like exterior glazing. So now you can see here is just one segment in the middle. Okay, in the middle you can see one segment, and we have like 1 2 3 4 segment in from vertical, and one is horizontal segment. Okay, so if you click here and go to edit type, here you can just change that. Okay, so if you just click here and go to this option, that is edit type option, now you will see a lot of option here that we can change it from here. So as you can see, the vertical layout. So vertical layout, what is the vertical layout? These are our vertical layout. Okay, so vertical layout is at like 1830 millimeters. So you can just change it as you want. So I want it at 2500 mm. Okay, so I will just show you one by one all the options. So here I'm just making it as spacing 2500 mm, pressing OK, and now you can see all these segments here. If you take a dimension in any view, like let me just remove all the things that we have earlier and just keep this. So let's just remove this. I'm going to a view. Here I will just select the lines, filter it out, clean these lines, OK, and delete the line. So as you can see, this is our mullion at 2500 mm. If I can just show you the space here, 2500, 2500, and this is last segment, that is 800. So the length of our wall is not able to fix one more segment, okay, the vertical segment. But if you increase the size of it, now you will see that that segment would automatically be added here. Like here now you can see there's one more segment added, like this. Okay, then let's go to 3D view once
वो
again.
कैसे करना है curtain wall?
Just go to the wall. Go to
Wall
the
जाना है, okay.
go to the wall. Here in the wall, you will find it here. Okay. So draw any type of wall that you want. So right now we are working with glazing. So just draw one glazing wall. Okay.
Just wall and then
Then drop down menu. Drop down here,
what? हाँ
and you will get this three option: curtain wall, exterior glazing, and storefront.
हाँ हाँ.
So just make a exterior glazing right now
Okay.
in your plan. Okay, then select that exterior glazing in 3D view or 2D view, wherever you want.
Okay.
After selecting this, you can go to edit type.
Edit
Okay,
type. Wall
here
select करके edit type करना
here
है.
you can see this is vertical grid and this is horizontal grid. Okay, so vertical grid layout is right now fixed. Okay, so we have like four types of layout, that is fixed, fixed number, then you have maximum spacing and minimum spacing. Okay, so we are gonna see all of it one by one. Okay, so here
Yeah.
what I have done is like I have taken a spacing of 2500 mm for vertical layout. Okay, and it's at a fixed distance right now, and I will do the same thing for the horizontal layout. So it will be at 2500 mm. Okay, and I will apply it. Now you can see we have got more vertical distances here. So this all distance is like 2500, 2500. Okay, and whatever would be left over would be placed here. Okay, that's one thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
In case I go to edit, and instead of like layout, I select maximum spacing. Okay, so now what it is gonna do is like it will consider this 2500 as maximum spacing that we can provide between two of the grids. Okay, so it will now adjust itself like this. If I can just show it to you, if I take a dimension here, di, So now you can see the maximum spacing is like 2500 mm, 2500 mm, 2500 mm. But that's the maximum spacing that grids can take right now. Okay, so uh, okay, if I select it here, this is for the vertical. Okay, I selected it for vertical actually. Where is that north? Now actually
तो पहले
this is
कर्टन
what
वॉल सिलेक्ट
happens.
करनी है.
Yes,
कर्टन वॉल सिलेक्ट करनी है ना.
just select your curtain wall, go to edit type.
नहीं, वो एक एक लाइन
Exterior
स्किप
glazing,
हो रही.
exterior glazing, select exterior glazing.
एक्सटीरियर ग्लेजिंग.
Yeah,
हाँ.
okay.
देन
After
लिप टाइप.
then select it and go to edit type. Here I have selected like max layout as maximum spacing. So here
ओके.
I've given 2500 mm maximum spacing. So what it does is like it will take your panel. So this is just for the vertical right now. So just consider it for this panel. So if you just take it and try to take out the dimension here. So this is 2310, 2310, 2310, 2310, 2310. Okay. So
या.
whatever would be the size of it, okay, and then Revit will calculate its dimension, and then it will what you say, make the grids in between so that all the sizes here is equal, and maximum equal size would go only till 2500. It cannot go beyond that. That is why this is called as maximum spacing. If we reduce that maximum spacing, for example, I'm just selecting this panel and reducing it to, instead of 2500, I'm going for 2000 mm. Okay,
या.
so now uh, is it change, just a second. uh, Horizontal is okay. I haven't done the wrong thing actually. I have to select the vertical spacing. I will change it for the horizontal spacing right now. So I will just select this instead of vertical spacing 2500, let's go for 1500. Okay, and let's click on OK. So now what it is gonna do is like it will make an equal size curtain grids all over the place. 1444, can you see?
या.
So it is equalizing that. So it cannot go beyond 1500, but it will use that number to define what would be the maximum number that we can use and make an equal number of grids here. That's the maximum spacing.
रेविट में इट्स लाइक जैसे कैड में हम एक साथ डिमेंशन दे सकते हैं, ऐसा कर सकते हैं आप.
Yeah, we can do that here too. So if I go for dimension, and here instead of wall center line, okay, instead of that, where is that? If I go to in plan view, actually you have to go to plan view, then take dimension. Here instead of individual reference, I will select the entire wall. And now if I have some walls here like this, not this one, let me just draw a wall here. 200 mm. Then I'm just taking a dimension, I'm making few walls on the inner side like this, like this, like this wall. Okay, so look, I'm taking dimension. Di is the shortcut for the dimension. So before that, we used like this type of dimension. So wall faces always, and from this face, so just consider it from inner face to inner face. This is how we were taking the dimension earlier. Okay, but now I want to take the whole dimension at once. So instead of individual reference, I will go for entire wall. So if I select this entire wall option, it will take a dimension from here to here at once, like both the last faces at
Not
once.
like that.
No, yeah, I'm just coming to that part actually. But I want the dimension
Sorry.
wherever this wall intersects. I want that dimension there. So for that, what I'm going to do is I will go to dimension once again. Here in the option, now you have few options like intersecting walls, opening, and intersecting grids. Okay, so right now we have like three walls in the inner side. So I will just select intersecting walls. Press OK. And now if I take a dimension here, now you have it. Can you see? Wherever is like this wall intersecting with the another wall, it will show you the dimension. In case you have like a door here, a door here, a door here, a door here. Okay, now if I go to like dimension, and then I go to like this option, and instead of intersecting walls, I go for opening and then center and press OK. Now wherever is the center of that door, it will give us that dimension. Okay, you can even equalize that if you want. Okay, so
Yeah,
Then if I go to the dimension once
wall
again, we
faces.
yes.
या ऑप्शंस जो अभी आपने यूज किया ऑप्शन वो नहीं आ रहा.
Okay, look, you have to go to like floor plan view first,
टू प्लान में ओके.
like level 1 or level 2, whichever level you want.
हाँ.
You just make a wall something like this and put some intersecting walls.
मतलब ये कर्टन वॉल पर नहीं आएगा क्या?
No, it will not work with the curtain wall because it doesn't have like it will work with that, but how like you have to take like intersecting wall and then intersecting walls here. Let's see if it works here. No, on curtain walls it is not gonna work. It is just gonna work on the normal walls. In curtain wall, if you want that, you have to select like individually here right now.
ओके.
But we have some option. Maybe I can just go for like instead of this, if I go for grids and I try to take the dimension here, maybe that should work.
नहीं आ रहा.
Even the grids are not working. But if I go to the elevation view and try to take the dimension here, where
हम्म.
is maybe that can work for us right now. Dimension and wall faces. Okay, it is not showing in the elevation view too. So you have to go one by one actually.
ओके.
Okay, that's done. And here if you choose like equalize, you can just make them equal. That is for the later part. So now you can see I have made this maximum spacing of 1500, and this is how the 1500 maximum spacing had divided it. Okay, but in case instead of like maximum spacing, I go for like minimum spacing. Okay, and I give it a distance of like 1000 mm. So now what it is gonna do is like it will consider that 1000 mm, so that 1000 mm would be the minimum spacing between the two grids, so it will never be lower than that. Like if I go here and see the dimension of it, it will be always higher than 1000 mm. Okay, and it will always be equal all the sides. It will always be equal. Okay, and if you reduce the size of it, now you can see all the spacing changes automatically. Okay, can you see?
Yeah, it's easy then, much better than AutoCAD.
Yeah, it will get easier once you understand all this. Okay, so after this we can do like we can just select it and go to edit type, and here instead of like this vertical horizontal grid, so right now we have horizontal grid 1 to 3 grid. I just want to provide it with the two grids. The maximum size here is 80 meters, so I just want it to have like whatever number of grid that I want to provide it. Okay, so here instead of like fixed distance, we are going to use fixed number and press OK. So here we cannot give any command right now. So I've just selected this fixed number. Okay. Now if you select your this curtain wall, here in the we have selected it for the horizontal mullion. Okay. So now you can see in the horizontal you can see this number, that is 3, but in the vertical it is grayed out because in the vertical we have not selected the fixed number, but in horizontal we did select. So instead of 3 I just want it as 2 number. So here I just provided it with the 2, and now you can see the grids. If I just delete this label, that is of no use for now. Okay, that is, let me just hide it. Okay, so I will just select it, and instead of 3 now it is 2. If I want to provide it with more number of grid like 6, and then I just get my mouse out of it, now you can see 6 grid has is made here. Okay, so you can just select it, increase or decrease this number of vertical lines that you want. Okay, same with the vertical walls also. If you want vertical grids also, if you want to do the same, you can just go to the edit type. Instead of maximum spacing, I can just select the fixed number, and it will just make that like if I go for 3, now you can see. Okay, and it would all be at equal distance. Okay, are you there, Rutuja?
Yeah,
Can
I'm
you hear me?
just trying something.
Okay, just try
Yeah,
it. So after this we can even apply mullions. So now instead of using mullions from here, what I'm going to do is like I'm going to select it and provide it with the default mullion. So here in the vertical mullion and horizontal mullion, we have nothing here, that is selected as none. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is like here this is border type. Okay, so border is the outer part of it. So if I just provide any mullion to the border side of it, so I can just make one mullion here, then try to copy it and paste the same name on the bottom side also. Okay, so now what you will see is like if I just press OK, now you can see on the border side of this exterior glazing, you have mullions here. Okay, can you see these circular mullions?
वो जो अभी आपने बताया ना,
हाँ,
like
uh,
it will remain the same overall. That is, वो नहीं
uh,
हो रहा.
okay, let me just show it to you once again. Look here, what you are going for, like fixed distance, maximum spacing, or minimum spacing. Just select it, go to
What?
like fixed distance or minimum spacing, maximum spacing, whichever you want.
I have to select all the wall, no?
No, just
Yeah,
select one
just
of them. Just select one of them. Select one of them, go
okay.
to edit type.
Okay.
Now is it working? Just check
Yeah.
the dimension. Okay. So now we need to provide the mullions to this. Okay. So I will just select it, go to edit type, and then here I'm going to provide the border first. So for the border you can just select any type of mullion. So let's just select any rectangular mullion. So 50 by 150, let's just select that. I'm just copying this name with the help of Control C and pasting it all over the borders. So now what it is gonna do is like it is gonna provide the mullions to the border side. So now you can see the border has mullions here. If I just show it to you in different view here, now you can see the mullions are on the border side. And now we have the interior mullions, okay, that we have to do. So we are gonna select this exterior glazing once again, go to edit type, and always try to duplicate it. I have not duplicated it right now, but always try to duplicate it so the default one remains default for you, so that you can make the changes to that one whenever you want. So now here in the interior vertical type, I want a circular mullion, that is 2500 mm. So I'm just making it for the vertical and press OK. So on the horizontal side, I have not selected any vertical mullion, I mean horizontal mullion, and press OK. Now you will see the vertical mullion would be provided here like this, the circular ones that is in the middle, as you can see here. And on the horizontal side, if you want to provide it, just select it and then make the mullion from here. Just select the mullion, and whatever type of mullion that you want to provide here, you can just select that. So here in the horizontal part, I want to provide a rectangular mullion. So now you will see this has a different mullion, this has a different mullion, the top part has a different mullion. Okay, and all the mullions that we have provided to this glazing, exterior glazing, it is like pinned. Okay, so if you click it at once, you will see this whole part would be selected, this whole cutted wall would be selected. But if you just want to change a mullion here, you can always use tab here. Okay, then you can just select one mullion and then unpin it, and you can change the type of mullion at that point. Like here this is a rectangular mullion, but now I'm going to provide it with the this type of mullion. Okay, so now you can see this quad mullion, this has changed here. Okay, that's the one thing. Now we have made so many changes to this curtain panels, and now I don't want I want like here in this panel actually I want something else. So instead of like glass panel, I want something else inside it. So I will use tab key here to select this part. Okay, so you can just use tab 2 or 3 times. Then you can just select the glazed here, that is the glass. And then if you click here, now you can change it. So here instead of glazed, I'm going for like solid. Okay, so now you will see everything is glazed and this part is like a solid here. Okay, that's the one thing. Now we sometime
रुको
also
रुको मैं
put,
कर रही हूँ.
okay,
वो
just do it
कैसे करना, वॉल सिलेक्ट करना.
with the help of tab key. Just use tab like this, and then in glaze here you can just select solid. We can also change
Tab.
the type of glass here. We can add what you say, like yeah, let me just
टैब
show
की
you.
से मतलब टैब की से राइट क्लिक करना है क्या?
No, no, just press tab key once, twice, thrice. When you see a blue line here, a blue
ओके मैं
line,
देख रही, हाँ हाँ अभी कर रही
now you can select it and then you can just change it to other type of glaze panel like solid glaze. We can also make it empty also, but empty is not present here. So what I have to do is like go to edit type, duplicate it, and here I have to write it as maybe empty. Can I just do this from here? Let me just see.
नहीं आ रहा.
Mm, it's not coming. Just try to use the
वॉल
tab
वॉल
key.
सिलेक्ट किया.
Uh, wall, no, 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 don't select the wall actually. With the help of tab key, select the panel that you want to change. Tab key. Can you see? I'm just getting to the tab key. Here, once I press the tab key here, I can select mullion or curtain panel, whichever I want. Can you see?
टैब की पकड़ के रखना है ना.
No, no, just okay. Hover your mouse over the panel like this.
हम्म,
Then press tab key once. Okay,
हम्म,
just over your mouse like this. It will show you a blue
हम्म,
line. Press tab key once
हम्म,
or twice, and then you
हम्म.
will see a blue line around this panel, and then just left click there. Tab 1, 2, tab 1, 2, 3. Done. Now you can see it is selected. Did it work? Look, keep your mouse here, anywhere like this on any of the mullion. Just keep your mouse over the mullion. Press tab key once or twice, and then you will see a blue line like this. Can you see the blue line? It uh, like this. So I'm just pressing it like 5 times right now, and now you can see the blue line around it. I will just left click here, and now you can see it is selected. Not working? Show, share your screen. It's not visible to me yet. Okay, now you can see there. Here, just select any one of it. Just keep your mouse there, whichever mullion you like, whichever panel you want to select. Just keep your mouse there. Okay. Press tab once, tab, tab twice, tab thrice. Again, press tab. Just keep pressing tab. Yeah, now you can left click here. You just got that actually. Okay, just do that once again. Press tab, press tab, press tab. Yeah,
ओके.
now left click. Now you can see you can select that.
हाँ समझ में आ गया.
Okay, so that is how you select it. Uh, okay. Now the main purpose that's not the main purpose. We have many purpose. Okay, now I can just select it, and here I can insert a window inside it. Okay, so to insert a window inside this one, what we have to do is like we have to go to. Okay, let me insert a window and a door. So I'm just going to level 1, making one curtain wall, a new curtain wall here. Okay, and then I'm just making it something like this. I'm going to, okay, this one, and here what I'm going to do is like I'm providing it curtain grids. So I'm just providing with it with this kind of grid. Okay, so now I want this part, so let me just add mullions all over this. So this is mullion, and I want this part as a gate here and this part as a window. Okay, so we can add that too, but if I select this panel and here if I go to this part, I cannot see any door or window here. So to add a window or a door in the curtain panel, what you can do is like you can go to insert, load family from here. Okay, in case you don't have a load family from that part, you can always use load autodesk family. Okay, then here you can go to the doors. In doors you can use any of the glass door, like this or this. Okay, this four doors can be like used for what you say, for the curtain panels. Okay, so I'm going for like double door concept. Okay, wherever this concept name is available, you can use that one in your curtain panel. Okay, so I'm just using this double door concept. Okay, and load it into a project. Now if I select this panel and go to the glazed, still I can't find it. Okay, let me just see. um, Panel. Instead of glazed family, I can even keep it to empty, that's fine. uh, okay, I think there's some different kind of family, so I will just go to family US. So here I'm going to actually load family. Okay, that is I will go to the door, I will load a family here, or you can directly load it, whichever option that suits you. So door, I will go to the family. Here I have like US. Here I will go for the door, and here as you can see, M curtain wall door. Okay, this is what we can use, whatever the name provided with the curtain, I can use that. So I'm just using the same type of door here, that is the double door that we imported earlier. So I will just open it. Okay, so, some of the family selected are not in the category of door. Okay, so in case it is not showing as a door family, I can just go to manage or insert. Okay, we are going to load it without any family here. So I'm going to load family here. I will use that same. And now if I try to import it, now it is going to be imported. Yeah. So now you can see I have just imported that family. I'm selecting this panel, and now if I go to the here, now you can see M door curtain storefront. This is shown us to this part, and if you click on it, now you will have a double door. Okay, and if you provide it with fine detail, now you can see the door handles also here. Okay, uh, did you understand this actually, or should I do it once again?
नहीं वो पहले वाला कर रही थी, मटेरियल चेंज करना था तो जिसका चेंज करना था वो नहीं हुआ, बाकी सबका हुआ।
Okay, look, you have to select that one single panel, then only you
हाँ.
can change that one from this to solid or to any other color. Okay, that's one thing. Another thing is like we can even change the this particular panel to whatever color I want. Okay, so like I want to change it to the blue color, so I'm just selecting this single panel. I will go to edit. Here I will go to duplicate and duplicate it as like yellow. Okay, so I'm gonna make are you there?
हेलो.
Yeah, are you still there?
हाँ. या या.
Okay, so now as I can show you, like I just want to change the color of this single panel. Okay, so this is like right now it is blue. So here I go to edit type. In edit type, I will just duplicate this glazed. Okay, and I will write it as yellow. Okay, now I will go to the material. Here I have to change the material. So right now it is glass. So what I have to do is like I have to make a duplicate of this glass and write it as yellow glass. Okay, uh, one dot yellow glass. Okay, so this is our yellow glass. Here what you have to do is like select this appearance, and you have even to make the duplicate of it. So just click here, like right click on top of a appearance and just duplicate it. That's done. We don't have to make any changes here. Here in the color, right now we have blue. I'm selecting this yellow color, this bright yellow color. Okay, done. You can even provide like surface pattern and all that if you want. Like I want to provide this aluminum type of pattern on top of it. So that's done. If I press OK, OK, and now you can see this is a bright yellow panel here with surface pattern that I want. Okay, did you understand this?
I will practice it.
You have to duplicate it first. Okay, so you can just select any panel like this.
पैनल नहीं सिलेक्ट हो रहा है.
Okay, look, first of all, जहाँ पे भी तुमको पैनल सेलेक्ट करना है, ठीक है, like just hover your mouse beside that one mullion, ठीक है, like this, just beside the mullion, keep your mouse, press tab once, twice. Now you can see
हम्म.
this blue line is coming outside of that panel, and if I
हम्म.
left click my mouse, now I can, you can see I can select it easily.
नहीं हो रहा फिर भी.
Show me your screen. This is the same as we used to select the walls and all.
नहीं हो रहा, देखो ना.
Okay, okay, just show it to me. Still not visible. Share your screen actually.
दिख रहा है.
I still can't see it. There's nothing visible actually. I think your internet is very slow right now. Yeah, now I can see it. Okay, don't select the full panel. Press tab there. Press tab.
No, that's.
Press tab once, twice, thrice.
हाँ, आया.
Once more. Now you can see that back panel is selected. Yeah, now you can see your panel is here selected in blue color. Left click on that. Left click. Don't right click. Left click.
नहीं हो रहा.
This is right click. Don't do
नो,
that.
लेफ्ट क्लिक कर रही हूँ फिर भी नहीं हो
Okay,
रहा.
press escape button because I can see this. It is showing as like move there.
करंट पैनल का.
Request control. Just give me the controls.
या हाँ.
Okay. For example, I want to select this panel. Okay.
हम्म.
So what I'm gonna do is like press tab. You are going to press the tab button. Press tab
ओके.
once, twice, thrice. Press it. Press it once again. Press it. Uh, why is it not coming? Like, I cannot even use that button. Okay, let me just do one thing for you. Just delete all the back panels that you have made and just keep the front panel that we are working on right now. Because from my mouse I cannot work on it. Just select them and delete them at once. Like this. Select them, delete. Yeah. Now uh, go to any view for now. Okay. Here I want to select this panel. Okay. So I'm gonna press the tab button. Okay, you are gonna press the tab button.
ओके.
Press tab. Press tab. Press tab. Press tab. Keep your mouse there. Press tab. Once again. Press tab. Twice. Thrice.
हाँ.
And now you can see that is selected. Left click on that. Left click on it. And now it will get selected. This is how you select a panel.
Why
Same
it
in
was
the.
not.
Okay, now you can change it from like glazed to solid or whichever type of panel that you want.
ओके.
Or not from edit, yeah, directly solid. Done. Now you can see here is a solid panel. So if you just hover your mouse to the right side and if you go to 3D view, uh, now you can see that panel has changed.
या.
Okay. Okay. After this, there's a lot of things in like curtain wall actually. So now you can
या.
see that I've just made a door here, and how I made a door is like I've gone to like load family. Here I've just selected this curtain door, whichever I wanted. So whichever name has the curtain in it, that is gonna work with the
आर्किटेक्चर में
curtain
दो
door.
में जाके लोड
Yeah,
फैमिली करना है ना.
no, just go to insert and then load family. This is not a door family,
अच्छा.
this is like curtain door family, so it's a bit different. When you are loading a door, you can select this all this doors, okay, but if you select this door, it will give you an error like this dr. Okay, I'm in
अरे
door right now, and if I try to import this family here,
इंसर्ट में जाके
this will give us an error like this is some other kind of family. But if I go to insert and then load family and then US, so I don't
yeah,
think
you
that you
have
have it
doors,
here.
no?
Yeah, I
I
do have,
don't
but
have.
you damn, you don't
Yeah,
have.
huh.
So don't worry about that. In case you just want doors, I can just provide it to you right now. You can just download it from Teams here. So I'm just providing that particular family single.
Okay.
Mm, Here chats, and then you can just download it. Did it get uploaded? I don't think so. Okay, now you can just download it.
Yeah.
Okay, just download
Nice.
it and then load your family from there. Okay,
Okay.
and I'm going to show you how to load the window family also, because here we have added the doors to it, so we are going to do the same thing for the window. So I will go to the load family instead of door. I will just go to the window. So you work with door, I'm working with window right now. So here I'm going to use the window. Here you can see M curtain wall awning. Okay, so this is the only window that I can use because it has the name curtain in it. Okay, I will just select it and open it. Then I will select the panel. Here if you go to this panel, now you can see M curtain oni. Okay, and now you can see a window is added here. And if you go to any other view like north view or south view, where is that actually? Yeah, now you can see this is the window and this is the door added.
Hmm.
Okay, so this is how you add the doors. Now let me show you how to select the mullions. Like here we made the changes to the mullion at one place right now. Okay, in case I want to select all the mullions, here if I press tab, okay, and right now as you can see here my mouse is on this grid or like this single mullion. Okay, if I right click here, now you will see select mullion on grid line, select mullion across on vertical grid line. So these are like the grids that we can use to select the mullions. So if I go for like select mullion on grid, it will select all the mullion on grid. Now you can unpin it and delete it like this. Unpin it and delete it. That's it. Then in case I want the mullion on the right side, so I will just select one mullion. So and then instead of like select mullion on the grid line, now I will select the vertical mullions here. Okay, so whatever mullions would be the vertical mullions here right now, you can see all the inner vertical mullions are selected. Now you can just unpin it and then you can just change the type of mullion. So this is the shortcut to change the types of mullion. So I will again go to the like right click here on the side or any mullion that you want. Then you can go to select mullion, select the inner mullion, border mullion. If I want to select the border mullion, so I can just select here the border mullion. Now you can see all the border mullions selected, and here we cannot just directly edit it. You have to unpin the mullions and then only you can edit in that one. So here I'm using the quad mullion on all the sides. Now you can see
ऑप्शन का होता
yes.
अनपिन का ऑप्शन का होता अनपिन का ऑप्शन
Okay, just select it and unpin option is on the top. Like I'm just selecting. Okay, let me just undo it. Look here, I've selected here and I will just select the mullion on the border. Now you can see the unpin option is here. Like this is pin option, this is
yeah
unpin option.
yeah
Okay, and then you can change the type of mullion. There's a lot of thing in like curtain wall right now that you can go one by one, but it will take a lot of time. Here as you can see I've just selected one panel and now I want to select all the panel here on the bottom. Okay, so I will select one panel here, then I will right click on it and then I will go to same select panel, and now you can see I can select the panel on the vertical grid. So all the vertical panel are selected. Now if I go to the panel here, I will just select the panel and horizontal panel. Now you can see all the horizontal panels are selected right now. So this is how you can just make the changes to the panels. Like in all the panels I want window here, so I will just select all the horizontal panel right now and I will go to this option that is glazed, and here I will add awning window. So now you can see all the windows are added. If I go to a view, now you can see all of them has a window here, and this is our yellow one that we edited earlier. Okay. Hmm. Then we have Mm. Okay, then we have the storefront. So now, if I can show you the storefront, what it has done is like this is the same as the this exterior glazing, okay, but it has all the types predetermined in it, okay. So all the mullions types are given to it, all the layout distances. You can even change the distance for this one also, like I want it as a fixed distance, a fixed number and fixed number, and I click OK. So now if I go to like instead of 5, if I give it a 10 number, now you can see the 10 grids are there like this. So you can just change that storefront to so a curtain wall can be changed to exterior glazing and to the storefront however you want, okay. Then we can even change the degree of this. So sometimes we use this type of panels, if you have seen. So this is not like just a second.
Panel.
Yeah, panels are gone right now. So this is
It's
just the
not.
this is like look, here was the storefront. Just draw a storefront wall.
Hmm?
Go to storefront here. Just draw this wall like this. Go to this view. Okay, you can even make it smaller. I want it smaller, so I will just go to the view. I will just make it smaller like this. I will go to the 3D view. Now you can see this. This is the storefront. Okay, this has
Okay.
everything predetermined. Okay,
Hmm.
and now we are gonna make the changes. So whatever type of changes, like I want to change the side mullions of it, so I will just select it, and here you can change the type of mullion. So instead of 150, I just want it to like 25 mm. Okay, so all the internal mullion like interior type is 25 mm. I will press OK and OK, and now you can see all the internal mullions is now circular. Okay, now I want to change the number of mullions provided here, or number of grids inside. So I will just select it, and instead of like I will go to edit type, and instead of fixed okay, we had earlier fixed distance earlier. Right now we are going to do it as fixed number. Okay, so just change it to fixed number. It will for you it will be fixed distance item. Change it to fixed number, and then you can just select that panel. You will get this grid, and here I want to provide it with 100 grids. So this is how you can change the types of mullion, and I don't want to put glass inside it. Okay, so what you can do is like you can just select it, go to edit type. Instead of glaze panel, here I can just select an empty panel from this. So if we have this as empty system panel, okay, so we can just use mullions here. So we our panels are gone on the inner side, we just have that distance. Now I can select it, and now I can make a facade out of it like this. And now you can see there's something that is holding this panels like this. So these are the kind of thing that you can do with the help of curtain walls and mullions. Okay, so there are more to it, so we will go deeper later on, because here we can, how to say, like you can make different kinds of family and make something like this. Mm, okay, I will show you later on how what we can do with that. Actually, for now let's just keep it till here for today.
Yeah.
And if I remember anything else about the curtain walls, we will I will try to cover that one also, because there's a lot of thing. Like for the curtain wall, I did something about 8 to 10 hours of course just for this curtain walls. And the thing that I have taught you, it is just like 15 to 20 minutes of that.
Yeah.
So that is how long the curtain wall is actually. We have a lot of option in it, but for now, for the beginner session, it is all right to like work till here till now. Okay. After
Yeah.
this, tomorrow we can see stair and railing, and after that we will start working on real life project. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's just end this session for today right now, and see you tomorrow or whenever our next session is. Okay. So bye.
Yeah. Bye. Okay. Thanks. Bye.